40 seconds after the first bell.
Muhammad, the night you knocked out Sonny Liston in one round, practically the whole world was of the opinion that Sonny Liston had taken a dive.
Yeah, he did take a dive. When I hit him with the right hand.
I quite agree.
Most of them do take dives.
Most of the people witnessing the fight did not see the punch.
Naturally.
Just as none of the television audience saw the fight. Now, when he came out, you danced around. And I think you threw a lazy right hand at him. And when you realized how easy he could be hit, you then began to move him with nothing, looking to get one good punch at him because that's the way it appeared.
Now I'm telling him to get up off the floor. Because I'm going to show you, but mainly the fans who's watching, who don't know what happened the night I fought Sonny Liston. I'm going to show them exactly what happened when I fought Sonny Liston. The anchor punch that I called Stepin Fetchit helped me to develop this punch, the old great Stepin Fetchit. So here's the punch I use. That Sonny Liston is coming at me with a jab, or whoever it is, and it's the impact that get him. He's jumping in with a left, and right with split-second timing, I move back just before he punched and meet him head on, see? And remember, when I throw this punch, he had just missed and fell forward. There he is.
It was the most dramatic annihilation of a top-flight heavyweight since the second Louis Schmeling fight. In the months following, he defended his championship more frequently than any champion in memory.
What about the time I fought Floyd Patterson? I mean, he couldn't hit me. I mean, I actually played with him.
Well,
I beat him at will. I didn't really hurt him, but they stopped the fight because it wasn't even no contest. Not a contest. Do you think he could have hit me with a jab if he really was in good shape? Footwork and speed-wise, it wasn't no contest.
That is true, but he had a bad back.
Any man that can go 13 rounds with me was good.
If I was with Floyd Patterson and he was as he was the night he beat Archie Moore, you wouldn't have a chance.
When I beat Floyd Patterson, he went 13 rounds with me, 12 out 13, and I was at my best.
And you couldn't knock him out.
Look, when Floyd
the man had a bad back, and you couldn't knock him out.
I didn't want to knock him out.
You didn't
want to? I was punishing him for the way he was talking about me.
That was your story to excuse
it. No story.
Of course it was.
Look, if you get the films and look at him, you can see I wasn't hitting him as hard as I could have. I'm faster than Patterson at his fastest. Plus,
That's
I'm
your
bigger
opinion.
and harder. My opinion.
Your opinion. You fought him with a bad back, and he almost caught up.
Oh, that was the excuse. He had a bad back when I fought him.
Bad
when
back.
I fought Ernie Terrell, his eye was hurt. When I fought Sonny Liston, he had a bad
I'm not talking about these other men. I don't know about the other men. I'm familiar with his condition.
Well, if his back was bad, then how come he fought so hard in the last round, throwing punches from every angle?
He wasn't throwing punches. He was catching punches.
All of them catch punches, not just
That's right, but he caught him in that fight.
How come is it we can't get along? What's the trouble?
I don't know what the trouble is. I think you're stretching your imagination, that's all.
Can you box?
Well, let's take a
walk.
Oh, come now.
Come on over here. Hold me too.
Oh. Did I touch your lip? Did I touch your lip, really?
Traveled to Europe to cream Henry Cooper, Brian London, and Carl Mildenberger. Put the hard-hitting Cleveland Williams away in 3.
I was surprised that he hit as hard as he did. I really thought I had a pushover that night because he's been around so long, and I figured he's way over the hill. But that Cleveland Williams had a lot of hard punches. Just caught him with a sharp right. He hit hard. He caught me a couple of times that really shook me up. See how big he is? Tall and strong. They just kept coming like that. Williams is going to come back here with a hard left hook, but he missed. I think I watched that right hand. I caught him with that right hand again. See, that's the same right hand that I used in the Olympics. And he's really flat out this time. I think he might try. The bell saved it, I can remember.
See, people don't realize that when you're set for the punch, even if not completely set, as punches usually are, you still can hit very hard.
This is round 3. I think this is the round I got him in. I just caught him with another right hand. That's that Ali shuffle. Here comes the shuffle again, I think. That's that shuffle again that I've perfected. Many people say it's clowning, they say it's joke, it's not sincere. What would you have done, or what would you advise a good fighter to do when I do the shuffle? Now, you must remember, the second I do the shuffle, whatever you have planned, you're going to either forget it or you're going to look at my feet. This was to get me out of positions. It could be used for the aggressive attack or the defensive retreat. Most of all, it was used from the center of the ring on a title fight with Cleveland Williams. It confuses the man for a second, and it'll confuse him if he catches me in a corner. And this is the way it goes. See, like if I'm jumping around the ring, this is my position. And that shuffle is just a flash for just a minute. And in that split second, then lights out. It's all over.
Does it work?
It's all over. What would you do if you was a fighter?
You did what?
If I did Ali shuffle.
Well, you just telling me.
Why are you getting on guard?
Well, listen, I figured you're going to do the shuffle.
I done did it. You didn't see it?
That's
It's
right.
over.
So
It's
fast I couldn't see.
No, seriously, the shuffle is just, I'm bouncing. Don't hit me now,
Go ahead.
because I'm not in shape. I'm a little out of shape. I'm jumping around. And for a minute, whatever, put your guard up. You're not going to be doing this in the ring.
That's
Is that
right.
your position?
That's right.
But that's your position. And we are boxing. And for a minute, I'm doing the shuffle.
That's what I would do.
You're not as dumb as you look.
That's right. That's right.
He was intoxicated by the idea of being champion. He exulted in his title, loved the crowds, the special pressures, the fanatic attention.
Oh, he's so cool.
Do you realize what it means to be the best in the world at something? Especially at something so savagely competitive as boxing? To be the best in the world. To rise above the desperate stratagems of the pug on the way up or down. How many kids under how many sleazy, buck-hungry trainers, living on hamburgers and cokes, pickling their fists in brine to make them tough, overmatched because it's the only match that can be made. To be told by his trainer that it was a lucky punch and that he's a cinch to win his next bout. To rise out of all that. To rise so far when down is so low. To become the best in the world. It was part of Clay's electric responsiveness that he could never take his title for granted. And when he wasn't fighting title bouts, he was boxing exhibitions. It was as if he knew that his time for fighting was coming to an end, and he wanted to do as much as he could, as quickly as he could.
I think you became a professional